the nectar of the gods. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Hey, dog just went by. Good morning. Nice to see you. It was a rough night last night. Got woken up to the sound of screaming several times. That was me. I was screaming. I need to be more quiet to quit waking myself up. Marie, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Yeah, I bumped my boo-boo a couple of times in the middle of the night. It's an attention getter, I'm telling you. Oh man, I'd love to lay down and just get, 8, 10, 12 hours of sleep one day. That'd be terrific. But then again, I don't really need all that much beauty sleep. Look at me. Yeah. Um, I really don't need that much sleep because, look at me. I don't need beauty sleep. I'm so damn handsome right now. It's pathetic. But I can't wait till after tomorrow. I am pitching this damn tablecloth tomorrow. Huh. Raymond doing? How are you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the last day of the year. Hi, Brenda. Happy New Year. No, that's tomorrow. But Happy New Year. And I'm not doing a New Year's Eve countdown or. So, you'll be damn lucky if you see me in the morning. You will see me, but it's nice to see you all here. I just got up about 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. So the alarm went off, and I woke up and hit the alarm, went back to sleep, and I woke up and said, I'd better be looking at the clock, and it's 6:05. I thought I better be getting up. Staying home and watching the New Year show. Oh, we're going to have family over, and her sister, niece, son-in-law and daughter-in-law. My other son's going to be here, his kids. So that's what's going to happen here. Yeah, I haven't seen the ball fall in a long time. It'd be nice if I could get the better hat to watch the ball fall. Yeah. Hey. Hi. Hello. You know. Oh. I was just you started your pork and sauerkraut. Okay. I just was downloading all the videos from yesterday. And I seen the dreaded pork chop video. Oh, the one that burnt me. And I put away dinner last night, and that dreaded pork chop still did not get eaten. We're going to have to make it pay for its crime. Oh. Really? In your underwear? Hmm. Got any video that we can blackmail you with? Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's video someplace. That's a vision to imagine. uh, hmm. You haven't done it in a few years? You'd never catch me running around in my underwear. First of all, I can't run. Hey, suck it in, Kevin. Suck it in. I am feeling a little bit better today, but I did, like I said, in a couple of in the middle of the night, I bumped my boo-boo a couple of times, and man, that really hurt. Did. Redden. Well, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Well, thank you. You didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate it. How is the lovely Vampira doing? The ever lovely Vampira. Is she still looking lovely as ever? And you screamed Happy New Year. Well, you know, you should have kept that tradition going, and then you could have got video of it. It's just too much information. Oh. You just got home from the workout? Did you get physical? Physical. Britton, where's his Mandex? I tell you what, Britton, you're more of a man than I am. I can't get physical anymore. I mean, I could go there and walk on the treadmill. Take me a couple hours to walk a mile. Oh. You always bang mom's heavy pots in the night. Well, you know, we used to blow off a shotgun until suddenly people used to say, oh, you know, that's just not right. You can't shoot that gun on New Year's Eve night, New Year's Day morning. It was all fun and games until we shot down a plane, but it was okay. There you go. Ridden that underwear and Marie begging at midnight. Huh. She is. She's always looking pretty as ever. No. Homestead Tessie, Frugal Man's food storage meal around $1 per serving. So. That reminds me, I got to do another pantry video here shortly. I want to show you guys my potatoes and onions. It's working good. Well, Lulu, love you. Good morning. How are you doing this fine morning? You are looking absolutely lovely as ever. Nice to have you here, Lulu. Out in the hallway being pots. Good morning, Vampira. You are absolutely looking lovely as ever, too. Just talked to Ridden. He said you guys just got back from getting physical. It's actually quite refreshing to see people your age. So I know you guys have been together for almost 30 years, so I'm taking your, in your late 40s. Not saying that you are, but and that would be a calculation I would be running against, would be in your late 40s, middle 40s, upper 40s. And you're out there doing exercise, and that's pretty cool. I do look spry this morning. Well, it's because the pain kept me up almost all night there, Lulu. I was making pork chops yesterday, and I was flipping one over. And when I went to turn it over, it slid off the fork, slapped the grease, and got these 3 piggies, got this little piggy, and then got right down here. Oh, the pain. I had my man back. All right, getting physical. That's funny there, Britain. You're in your middle 40s. Well, you don't look a day over 29 there, Vampira. Britain, on the other hand, 50, 55, 60, something like that, but it's okay. You guys are young, man. Enjoy life while you're still young. I'm going to tell you right now, because when you start to get into your 50s, things start to suck. And then they start to suck even worse the older you get. Them golden years, they ain't what everybody says they were. They lied to you. No. You're old and spry as a compliment. That's right. Good morning, Gene. The world according to dog. There you go. Wow, that's pretty cool there, Raymond. I went to the Dollar Tree and they had all their stuff half off. I went in there shopping like a king. That's right. All their Christmas stuff was half off. You guys been together 31 years. Hey, I completely understand that, Written. I love the little bride more today than I've ever loved her. I love her more and more every day. So she's my little pumpkin. They're lying about the golden years. You're right, Marie. That's right. That's right. And I'm telling you, live it while you can. I was doing okay. I was fine and everything. At 49 years old, I wasn't feeling good one day, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I was down for the count. So live it like it is. Live it like you can. So, I spent 4 years in a wheelchair and a recliner, using a walker because I couldn't walk. And now I walk wherever. 99% of the time I walk if I can walk. So even if my feet are really killing me, I walk until, unless I'm really, really in a lot of pain. Then I'll use an electric cart if I'm at the store or whatever. But I try to walk. So. Good morning, Junkyard. Nice to have you here. That's right. But then again, a rabbit hops around and jumps and leaps and runs and everything and lives only 8 years. A dog runs around, barks, and chases a tail and lives 15 years. A turtle moves so slow you have to dust it, and they live 150 years. Just take that into account. If that's the way it is, and there's plenty of people that's been on welfare all their life that'll live to be 200. Rained all night. Well, I know we're getting some too. I don't know when we're getting them because poor old Mr. Arthur is just kicking today. And it doesn't help because when I burnt my hand yesterday, my hand's all swelled up from where I burned it, and that's putting pressure on the arthritis. So lucky me. Well, don't, Brenda. Tell them you quit. Tell them to knock the farts out of their own sheets. I quit. Give them a 2-day notice. I quit today. Right. And that's another thing, people. If you're working for somebody and you want to quit, and they say, well, give me a 2-week notice or whatever, give them a 2-day notice. Because I'm going to tell you why. A 2-day notice is you walk in there and say, I quit today, and you leave. Okay? That's a 2-day notice. Don't forget that. That's right. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Getting snowed tonight. That's right there, Gene. You washed the wife's car. That's why. Stomping your feet. What a crazy generation has gotten made, and they just need to be thankful for it. You're right. Anyways, the reason why I said don't ever give them a 2-week notice, because if you quit today, that means they got to scurry around to find somebody to replace you. Okay? Do they give you 2 weeks notice when they fire you? No. 90% of the time, they don't give you 2 weeks notice when they lay you off either. Permanently. They let you know that day. If it's just laying you off for a month or something like that because of slow down, they'll try to let you know. But if they're permanently laying you off, you get the pink slip right when you're walking out the door. Or they fire you. They don't give you a 2-week notice, do they? They fire you today. They lay you off today. So you give them the same courtesy, a 2-day notice. You were sick Thursday? You weren't sick. You had the plumber. Throw that story someplace else there, girly girl. We all know better. You was waiting for the plumber. Rectoglaucoma. That's right. 2-week tour. There you go, Gene. Rectoglaucoma. Can't see my ass going over. There you go. Yep. So that's a little bit of advice from Uncle Iron Dog. So. Yeah, sick plumber. You wrote the book. That's right. Yeah. You just wanted to see what the plumber looked like bent over underneath the cabinets. Oh, where'd you get that crack at? Still have no water? Huh. I'm thinking you got a bladder problem or a pressure sensor or the well is going dry. So they're coming today. So is Santa Claus in 358 days, but I'm still not waiting. Well, I can understand that. The well probably froze. It could have done that. So, I'll be on for 2 hours and 30 more minutes there, Vampire, 40 more minutes. So if you get done, you come on back and you come see me. It was a pleasure having you here. It honestly is. Ozark, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, brother. That's right. Make sure it's a cracked butt plumber instead of a cracked head. Oh, yeah? Where were they going? Yeah, I know. Some companies make you do it. There's some companies it's in their policy. If you don't give them a 2-week notice, they can keep your last paycheck. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. Huh. So where was your son and mother going? They weren't going out and partying, were they? Party. Or were they going to the car wash because there's no water, so they take a shower? Oh, she had to drive it. You made your mother drive your son home at 1:30 in the morning? Huh. Well, it could have been worse. Your mother could have made you do it. Ba-dum-bum. Hi, Tom. Christy, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. That great last day in the Ozarks. You're right. It's a great last day everywhere. Doubts. You're right. I understand that completely, Gene. We see it up here every once in a while. If the lake is froze, they start putting outhouses on them for some reason. I have no idea why, but I guess it's a thing. Hmm. So they were leaving like thieves in the night. He never said good night or nothing or goodbye, mommy. They were just leaving. Huh. I know what it was. He said, damn, I come home. My mom tries to kill me with some Carolina Reaper pepper. Damn, if I'm coming back. He left you a note. Dear mommy, I'm writing this note slow because I know you can't read too fast. But Mama is taking me back to Boston. I'd be upset too, Brenda. I really would. Yeah, that ice fishing hole is just an excuse. You're right. Seamus heard and woke you up. There you go. It's pretty bad when you got to go out and sit on the ice just so you can get some peace and quiet for 12, 14 hours a day during the winter. How many fish did you catch? None. Well, why didn't you? Well, I don't know. I fished all day. Well, sure would have helped if you'd have took your fishing poles. Cracking you up? Well, that's funny there, Alexander. Get it while you can, because they do that Article 15 or whatever. You won't be able to see me no more. Bastards. They suck. For heaven's sake, it wouldn't be Emily sneaking out to go to work with it. Okay. Hopefully she knows I'm just kidding. Oh. You got a bright, nice young daughter there, Brenda. So, yeah, you couldn't catch a fish if you threw it to me underhanded. Yeah. I bumped it a couple of times in the middle of the night, and it let me know that I had a boo-boo. So, you're almost at work? Well, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. But, yeah, had a boo-boo. Hurt. The swelling is still swelled up. I don't know if you, right there on the thumb. It's hard to see. I can't even show it to you. I can't bend my hand. Right there. There's another one, and then right there. All the way down this finger, and right up through here, and then this one's got it. So you can see the swelling in my hand, and that's because I'm the burn has got my hand swelled up. Now that's making the arthritis even worse. Oh, yeah, you bet. Well, thank you, Lulu. Yeah, so, and the other one is just as bad, but it's normally all swelled up, so. It's rough. It's hell getting old. Minnie Cooper, hello, how are you doing? There you go. Well, we'll be thinking of you too, Brenda, and stop back in. Them boys from Peru can't understand what you're doing. You say, hey, you're checking your stocks. You're an investment. I'm an investment. Charlie chilling. Gonna drink some coffee and smoke a little herb. I'm doing okay. So, you'll try to pop in. Okay. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, it's hell when you stop getting old. You're right there, Kevin. Actually, it's not hell, because then you have no more problems. You have no more worries. You have no more fears. You have no more give a care. A friend of mine, like I said the other day, passed away. His brother texted me last night and said visitation is on the 2nd from 4 to 8, and they are burying him on the 3rd at 11 o'clock. The 3rd is the service. So, And the guy's only 55 years old. So, in your case, the last day of the year, yeah. Oh. Hey, Al, you too, Doug. Even Kevin. There you go. How you doing, Jeff? Did you take a bowl of wheat checks or corn checks last night to bed to sit there and watch TV? I like doing that every once in a while. Take a bowl of cereal in there, sit back and all cuddly up in the blanket, eat a bowl of cereal and watch TV. You're in a holding pattern? There you go. It's 2019 tomorrow. That's right. But you're going to see 2019 before us there, Minnie. You're 5 hours ahead of us. So. You hold on to everything. Yeah. A lovely bride last night. She did all the dishes for me. She's gonna have to do them today too, because there's just no way I can put my hand. I can put my hands in cold water. That's fine. Anything more than body temperature burns. So there you go. That's pretty cool. That's right. Be careful what you hold on to there. Could be a rattler snake. Hold on to mostly grudges. No, I did not. Nope. So no, she was gone. She come home. My son called her and said, "Hey, Dad burned himself pretty bad. You might wanna come home." And she called me and said, "How you doing? You need to go to the hospital?" And I said, "No, I don't need to go to the hospital." No, not yet. It's 7:02 in the morning, New Year's Eve. You're 5 hours ahead of us, Mini Cooper. I'm in Michigan, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. So, but anyways, my son took pictures and sent them. And she called and she said, "How are you doing?" I said, "Not too bad. It just said hurt." Um, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25 burn spots. So, and some of them, aren't, 26. Some of them aren't that big, but every little one hurts. So, all right, there, Minnie. You have a great day. Nice to have you here. See you later. Take care. Yeah, don't touch anything that constitutes work there. No. Every once in a while, my wife would come in and say, "Why don't you do something?" I say, "Hey, I tried work for once. And I didn't like it." They all know better. Hell, I worked my ass off for 30 years. They know. They give me some gruff and all this other stuff, but they know. Dad was gone in the middle of the night, and Dad didn't get home till after dinner most of the time. Sometimes I wouldn't even see my kids, until Saturday or Sunday. So, you need to process it. Yeah, she loves me, Kevin. Well, everybody, I hate to do this, but I have to go to little boy's room. Coffee, Mother Nature's little problem there. And I got to get me another cup of coffee. I'll be back as soon as I can. But you all
go ahead and feel free to talk about me because I know you will. It doesn't matter if I'm here or not. You still talk about me. So, but I'll be right back. Yes, I am sure, Jeff. She told me that. She says, I love you, you little nice guy. No, she says, I love you, honey. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Hey, I'm running. Yeah, I'm running out of room. Well, I gotta get that. Uh, I gotta get that keg off there. I'm gonna try to check the wine today because I really haven't seen it do any burping in the last 18 hours, so I think it might be done. Start balancing stuff on top. There you go. Let's see. It shouldn't. Hopefully, it don't take over a year to make. 1 year exactly. That's right, there, Kevin. Slow wine, yeah. Oh no, that's right. Redundant. Sarcastic. It's sarcastic. It's sarcastic. Yep. Yeah. Stop repeating yourself, Kevin. Quit being redundant. So, yeah, I've got the heating pad on it and everything, so I'm sure she's done. Now that Kathy's back, you can put your keg on. Huh. Never heard it that way, though. I ain't never heard it that way either. But I get that keg. It ain't going into bottles, I can tell you that, because I'm not washing bottles. But I did get a couple of cases of brand new jars, so I'll go downstairs and bring up, I don't know, that's 2 gallons, so bring up 4 jars. No, that's a gallon, so I'll bring, yeah. A gallon, I'll bring up 4 jars, and that should do it. So. I got a neat way of racking now. It takes forever. I got to figure out how to do it better. But you know those sprayer pumps that you buy for your pesticides and stuff like that? I bought a brand new one in the package, and I hooked that up to my racking tube, and I can sit there and hold the trigger, and it pumps out the line for me, and I can put it in the bottles or put it in the jars or whatever. Oh, pretty nifty. Green Bay. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I really do. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Are you having a good New Year's Eve morning? You guys don't know who Green Bay Wacky is? Check his channel out. The guy's a little channel. I knew Dave when he only had 246 people, I think. Yeah. Ain't much bigger than that now. He's got 4,200 now or something like that. So, yeah. Road trip to the relatives. My condolences, Green Bay. My condolences. Nah, you have a good time. Enjoy your relatives, especially if you love them. You know the relatives are kind of funny. You can have relatives and have relatives, or you can have relatives and love them. You heard he was a little wacky? Yeah, he is. I knew me when I had follows. Oh, follows. I'm trying to figure out what that one is. My brain doesn't work like everybody else's. If it runs out of fuel, it just quits working totally. Oh, you. Okay, you knew him when you knew yourself when you had 0 followers. Okay. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. There you go. See, I just had to. This is funny. The other day I was I was at Facebook, and somebody posted something, and nobody could understand. This guy couldn't type English to save his life, even though he spoke it. He couldn't type it because he couldn't spell. So somebody said, "Hey, could you please say that in English?" And somebody translated it for him. Said, "Yeah, the police have been, it's something about somebody being arrested and spending lockup in jail, So this guy couldn't talk. He couldn't spell. There we go. Hey, I can see Jeff. I can see Kevin. I can see Gene. I can see Junkyard. I can see Green Bay. I can see Marie. Oh, now I'm starting to act like Mrs. Doobie. Mrs. B. You guys remember her? Doobie, a doobie, don't be, a don't be. I see Jimmy. Yeah. Some of us older people will know that one. Right finger doesn't know what the left finger is doing. Yeah, right. Oh, I got this coffee from Maxwell House. It is bold, strong. Anyways, I made a pot of it the other day, and my son says, "Wow, I don't like that coffee. That stuff hurts my guts. It's too strong." I said, "That's the way I like it." I Spy, yeah, sort of like I Spy, yep. But that was Mrs. B. Do be a do be, don't be a don't be. I remember that when I was a kid. I'm reading. That's right. Uh, Bad to the last drop. That's right. I like it very strong. Yeah. Um, Back then, I realized what a milk was with Mrs. B. I'll see if I can find that on YouTube. Show you guys what she look like. Huh. What the hell happened? Well, there it is. Um, I may not be saying the right name. There we go. Romper Room. That's the name of it. I couldn't remember what it was. Romper Room. Let's see if I can find her now. I got her, and she's doing it. Hold on, let me share. understand why it's not so loud, but that's her. Um, that's from the 1960s. I don't know if she was still doing it in the 70s. But that's what it was. That's my childhood. How was your childhood? Yeah. I'm scared of ghosts are real. That's right. That's Romper Room. I couldn't remember the name of it. But then once I seen that, bam, took me back to my little old childhood when I was just a fragile wee little boy. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. Good morning. Nice to see you. How are you doing today? I preferred Polka Dot Door. Never heard of it. And if I did hear of it, it's in the back of my brain someplace, and I put it there because it scared the living hell out of me, Christy. Sort of like those little aliens that are around, Tinky Winky. Mm-hmm. Check out Tinky. Uh-huh. There's a reason why he's got a hoop around his head. Tinky's Winky. Mm-hmm. Can't even remember what they call them anymore, but that's right. You're right there, Gene. Saturday mornings used to be the best. And then all of a sudden people started getting a little hurt back there. And then now the meddling kids can't meddle because if they did, that would hurt somebody's feelings because they invaded their privacy. Your childhood, you didn't have all the modern things. That's right. You know what Junkyard tells you? For Christmas, he used to get a brand new pair of pants for Christmas with the pockets cut out of it. And that was the only toys he got to play with all year long. Calculators were a big thing. That's right. Nothing beat them. What's a duck? It's rabbit season. It's duck season. 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 Shoo! That's right. Bugs Bunny's the man. If Bugs Bunny's on TV, I'll sit down and watch it. And one day, you guys ever root for the coyote? I do all the time. Poor little feller. He's just out to get a meal. The best Bugs Bunny one that I like is when the two gangsters hold up and Bugs Bunny shoves them in the stove. Well, if they're hiding it, would they hide in the stove? If they were in the stove, would I turn on the gas? If they were in the stove, would I light it? Oh. Okay, Clancy and Seamus, you cover the back. I'm going through the front. Okay, Rabbit. Where are they? Oh. Yeah, they wouldn't let us use them in school either. But now they can use their calculators. They can take their iPads or iPhones, their tablets, or whatever. They don't even have to study. They just look it up. That's right. Gene had the manual calculator. I was on a live stream yesterday, or at a live stream, and Nordic Bike. Barnyard Chicken, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Anyways, the Nordic Bike, I was there, and they were talking about his new phone and stuff and how he can. I said, my phone's so old, I got to sharpen up the chisel and get me a new stone tablet. Boom. Use them for Domino's. I was kind of hoping somebody would get up and make me breakfast this morning. It'd be nice. Sure would. A little eggs, a little bacon, little taters, toast. Now I'll probably just settle for a cold bowl of cereal. They took their shoes off to their math class. There you go. Inherited it. Yes, I did. I got it from Fred. Jamin Show. Everyone have a happy new year. You too, Jamin. It's a pleasure having you here, man. Hey, once you learn how to use the Abacus, it's great. Got an itch. Some Cheerios, maybe. I got Cocoa Pebbles. I got Cocoa Krispies. I got Apple Jacks. I got Fruit Loops. Special K strawberry yogurt. Cinnamon squares. What else I got? I got a whole bunches of cereal because when you got 4 kids here, you got to feed them cereal. Bobby Sprinkle, Happy New Year's to you too, man. That's right. The total was over 20. It was tough. That's right. Had to borrow a friend. No, you see. Now, beard's starting to come in, so it's starting to itch. So, going to have to reshave it. I'll put some skin lotion on. Rub the skin lotion all over your body. Let me out of the pit. Rub the lotion all over your body. Mix them all together and see what that's like. Oh yeah, but that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? And I go to the store and I buy cereal is in a bag. Okay. Now I can pour you a bowl of this cereal I get, and I can bowl you it's Fruit Rings or whatever, and I can pour you a bowl of Fruit Loops, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It's made in the same factory, on the same assembly line or whatever, processing line. And the only thing that's different is one goes into a bag and you get 36 ounces, and the other one goes into a box and you get 12 ounces. And the box you get 12 ounces for, you pay $5 for, and the bag you get 36 ounces for, or whatever the hell size it is, you pay $2.99 for. Finger that one out. No. Oh, Miss Kitty is back, and we are ready for 2019. I didn't know that Kevin was, him and Miss Kitty were separated. I didn't know that. As in separated, she was someplace and he was at another. Me and Kathy are separated right now. She's in the bedroom, I'm right here. There's a lot of people that do that. Tell cardboard's way too high. That's right, junkyard. Yeah. The price of cardboard is expensive. So. They'd be better off just to sell it in that little plastic bag it comes in. Because Christ, you know, that damn thing doesn't open up. You have to rip that thing clean apart in order to get it to open. I will go get it for you here. Just a second. Gene just sent me 4 pictures. Okay. Let me bring them up so you can see them. I'm not always this moody before coffee, but when I am, just kidding. Yes, I am. Go away. It's time to meet your maker. That is funny. Absolutely funny right there. Yeah, to clean the dark side. Made in Italy. I can't. Is that what that says? Never run out of coffee and continue my never killed it. There you go. That's funny, Gene. Yeah. I'll be back. Let me go get them. Okay. It's from our family. Okay. Now, doesn't that look like Fruit Loops? It does, and it looks just like Fruit Loops when you pour it in there. And I can't tell the difference. And this is a 28-ounce bag. Okay. I get it for $2.99. So if you can find this stuff, our family, you know, check it out. Especially if you guys go through a lot of cereal. Here is Cocoa Burst. Okay. Cuckoo Cocoa Puffs. Same thing. It's made, I can read it. Okay, manufactured on shared equipment with products containing wheat. That's what it says. But this is, it actually is made, it's distributed by the Nash Company, but this is made right where they make the Cocoa Puffs. And this right here is Apple Rolls. Apple Jacks. See that? That's exactly what it is. And if you don't think so, Doesn't it look like Apple Jacks to you? Sure does. And I tell the kids all the time if they get it out, you know, get the air out of it, because when you get the air out of them, it makes it fresher. It keeps it fresher longer. But yeah. Yeah, just like box won't stand up, right? Mr. Rocker Vlogs, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Battle Creek, Michigan. Yep. Pretty damn tasty. I wonder what they make out of whole leftovers. They make them like you know, candy canes, peppermint suckers, you know. No, but I can get a hold of them. Grandkids love it, man. By the way, I forgot to tell you, I got honeycombs out there too. Holy cereal, that's right. Not to mention, I got cream of wheat and oatmeal. And I have oatmeal two ways. I got it in instant and I got it in the cooked type. So, I love a bowl of hot oatmeal every once in a while. You know, a lot of people put milk and you know, sugar in theirs and stuff. I take my oatmeal and I will take butter, mix it with butter, and then I'll pour either sugar or brown sugar on it, and I eat it that way. Good morning, Tammy. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Mr. Rocker Vlogs, good morning. Nice to see you. So, let me go put this stuff back. Oh. Huh. Did that just flump? I think it did. Thought I heard it. Oh. Now, when I buy that cereal, I usually buy it once every 2 or 3 months, and I'll buy 2 or 3 bags of each. So, and if it's so bulky, you go into that. I only go to that grocery store for certain few items. I get my water there, and my ketchup, mustard, and some cream cheese every once in a while. I don't get it at Aldi's, but I get the cereal there. And so what I'll do is I'll go down the water aisle and I'll pick up the water, and then I'll go pick up a couple bags of Peace. Like I said, it's only $3 a bag, so I'll pick up 2 of each, and I put them downstairs. I got a toter downstairs that I put them in. Yep. When those are gone, I go down and get another one. So. It is. Have you seen the new bowls they're coming out with? You pour cereal on one side and milk in the other. You reach in and grab yourself a spoonful of cereal, dip it in your milk, and then you eat it. That way your milk doesn't get soggy, or your cereal doesn't get soggy. And then it's got a little lip on it, so when you're done, you can drink the milk that's left. He couldn't afford milk and beer, so cereal was just good. What's that movie with Patrick Swayze? Point Blank, when the guy's sitting there eating a bowl of cornflakes and pours beer into it. Right. So, yeah, tough choices y'all had to make. That's right, Kevin. Choices are choices. I'm telling you. Anyways, this morning I downloaded all my videos from yesterday. So I'll start editing those today and hopefully I'll get them out. I'm going to put them on the Iron Dog 63 video, but I'm also going to link them to, or put them on the Light playlist, or the What's Cooking Good Looking channel. And I'm sorry about the pork chop video. It shows me cooking them and stuff, but I didn't get to show you everything because after I did that video, I burnt myself, so I quit videoing. Well, I'm going to have me a bowl of bean soup for lunch, and when I do that, I'm going to take some pictures of it so I can put it on the tags, but I'll finish the video on that with the laptop, and so that one can go up too. Beer is just like drugs. You move on to the harder stuff. That's right. So that's right. You all got to make choices, decisions. The decisions you make today could affect the outcome tomorrow. And I'm going to say this in all seriousness today. I will be serious right now. If you guys are going to go out drinking tonight, please don't drink and drive. The life you might save might be your own, for one thing, but it might be somebody else's too. If you're going to drink, make sure you have somebody there to, get you away home. It's pretty much done. The video was pretty much done. I just didn't do, the eating of it. So, and I guess I could do that too, because, and not the fried pork chops, but the smothered ones, because I still got like 6 of those left, something like that. I think I made like 14 or 16 pork chops yesterday. So, pork steaks and pork chops. So, you'll be too drunk to make it to the pickup. Well, if you're too drunk to walk there, then try crawling. Why are you driving drunk? Because I was too damn drunk to walk. But and by the way, Sandra, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Yeah. Dear old Uncle Arthur is just kicking today. Yeah, you never miss the road. You know. Well, see, Kevin's he is a responsible drinker. You guys think he drinks all the time. He doesn't. And if he stops and has a couple of beers, he makes sure he's okay before he goes home. Those railroad track. Let's go the wrong places. There you go. That's right. I tell you what, my mom and dad used to tell me all the time. When they were younger, my dad and my mom, they wanted to go someplace. They'd get in the old Buick, go down to the railroad track, you know. My dad would take about 15 pounds of air out of the tires, put them up, you know. Then he'd set it on top of the tracks and put it in park. Push down the accelerator, and they can go clear to, you know, Toledo or wherever they wanted to. Save so much money in gas. Get to where they were going, just drive off, go to the service station, pump up the tires again. Oh yeah, back then they could do it. Nobody said a word about it. Nowadays, you do it and see what happens. The steps are too far apart. That's right. Yeah, and they got them damn stones in the middle of them. Yeah, no. That's right. Kevin's a responsible drinker. He's responsible for keeping the people at the bar employed. But I'm sure if you guys, you know, parents are older, I'm sure I know Junkyard knows what I'm talking about. People used to do that all the time, you know, because a railroad track would take you clear to town. Instead of driving 40 miles out of the way, it'd take you right in. It would cut 10, 15 miles off in your trip all the time. And back then, you know, money was tight. Gas is cheap, you know, it wasn't cheap. It was, you know, gas was 35 cents a gallon or whatever, you know. 40 cents a gallon when you only made 50 cents an hour. And the cars weren't that fuel efficient. All right there, Kevin. Another thing my dad used to do when he was in high school is he drove to school. That's pretty cool, Gene. I'll have to check it out. $1.89, I think. $1.91, something like that. Um, Anyways, when my dad was in school, uh, my grandpa had a garage, and you know, my dad worked in the garage. My grandpa owned a trucking company, and my dad hauled coal and all this other stuff, and whole 9 yards, you know, and just right there. Huh, that's pretty cool. Anyways, my dad took coil and he hooked it up to the car body with a switch. And he'd sit right there, you know, and um, let it run. Everything was fine. Some guys would come over and lean over on his car, you know, and want to talk to him. And my dad had a nice car. He earned the money and he bought it and all this other stuff, you know. My dad hit the switch on that, and that coil would fire off. And them guys, you know, they quit putting their hands on this car. So, 209 a gallon. Yeah, you're not complaining. Well, you know, it's a lot cheaper than it was than the other guy we had in office. Well, thank you, Jeff. Excuse me, John. Sorry. I was watching your video, then I was cooking, so I was listening to your video. And then I had an unfortunate accident. I got this patty in my arm splattered with grease. I was turning over a pork chop and it slipped off the fork and slapped the grease. So from now on, when I grab a pork chop, I'm going to be grabbing it with a pair of tongs instead of a slippery old fork. But it was, meat fork. I figured that was good. So. Yep, with a Model T coil, right? So, a Happy New Year to you, John, and your brother Jeff. So, but anyways, yeah. So, hands all swelled up because of the grease burns. So. So, all right, you're driving, okay. Well, don't drive and text. Today's Monday. Gotta take my medicine today. God, I hate that. Methotrexate, you gotta take 10 pills at a time. You're right. It could have been. I did the same thing. I burnt this hand about about 2.5 months ago. I made an omelet in the frying pan, and an egg bake actually. I made it in the frying pan, and I put it in the oven to finish. Well, I opened up the door, grabbed it with an oven mitt, put it on top of the stove, went and got me a paper plate and my paper plate holder, and I grabbed the handle with my hand. And let me tell you something, that was a boo-boo. Because that oven was 400 degrees, and that burnt the living ticklers out of my fingers. The palm of my hand, I got the palm of the hand down through here, and these fingers, just like that. Yeah. Well, then that wasn't bad enough. Like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month later, I did the same damn thing again. But as soon as I touched it, my hand was, I didn't burn it as bad because I felt it as soon as I touched. It wasn't like I grabbed a hold of it and squoze. I just no more than touched it. So, yeah. Yeah. I had a guy at work when I was working for the garbage company. He had a cutting torch. He cut off a couple of bolts. Yeah, and he let them. They were cherry red, but then he let them cool down. And he had them in his hand, in his glove. And he said, "Hey, hold on to these," and he threw them at somebody. I said, "But watch it, they're hot." And they caught him. They didn't get burned, but they knew they were hot. Well, I worked for a different garbage company when I first started working for one. We were in there in the building, and we were gutting out the building that he was in, so we make room for the equipment and stuff. And so this had a bunch of machines, so I'm in there cutting up stuff, I'm cutting up a pipe, and this pipe went like this. So I'm cutting it up, cutting pieces off it. Next thing you know, I look down and I'm on fire. I'm cutting it, and the flames are going through the pipe, and they come right out the other end, and they're burning my pant leg. Yeah, didn't take me very long to put myself out. That's right. Just because it looks cool doesn't mean it is. That's right. First you don't succeed, try again. That's right. Well, not that I know anything about that, but I'm assuming if we asked Paula, she'd probably say it'd be a small burn. Oh. Nope. That's right. We had this guy named Shorty that worked at the garbage company. God bless his soul. He's passed away. Shorty was about 5'1", and he was out working. That's funny, Bobby. He was out working in the garage, and he was, I don't know, drilling a hole in the board for something, and he had it on his lap, and he's drilling, and he's putting all his force on it, and all of a sudden it goes right through. And when it went right through, it went right through some other things too. Clean through it. And so here he comes running into the house. He's got the board, the drill, and something else stuck to it. And he's screaming, "Mom, Mom, come help me." And his wife comes running. She says, "What's the matter, Vern?" He said, "I done drilled a hole clean through it." She says, "Well, let me see." Here he is holding this thing. He's still got his pants up. The board's still hooked to the drill. The drill's still hooked to his thing. And so she starts to wind the drill backwards, to get it out. And he's screaming. She said, "Well, what do you want me to do? I can pull it out, or we can take it out slowly like this." He said, "Whatever, just get it out." And so she winds it backwards, and she's telling me this story with a straight face, and I'm laughing. She winds it up backwards, and she gets it out. I take the drill off. Shorty pulls down his pants, and she says, "Well, come on over here to the sink and let's put it underneath the faucet." And he said, "For Christ's sake, lady, we've been married for 35 years. If you don't know how long it is by now, you'll never know. It ain't gonna reach." So she ended up, cleaning the wound and everything and making sure everything was okay. And he said for the longest time, for about 2 weeks, he had to hold fingers on it like this when he took a beat, because if he didn't, it would push on 3 sides. That was funny. I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm telling you the truth. Never went and got stitches. Never went and had the doctor look at it. He said, "I was too embarrassed to have anybody look at it." But first I asked her, I said, "Did you ask him how the hell he hit something so small?" She said, "That was what I was going to ask him next, but he was already in enough pain." So, yeah. Huh. You take the knob off. Hell, I don't know. That's right. Went from having a hose to a sprinkler. You're right, Sandra. So how did you get it out? I'll tell you something that happened to a guy I know. And throw it in reverse and back it out. Wrong answer, he said. uh, a guy I know uh, from Marysville, Ohio, garbage man. He was driving a roll-off truck, and back then, when the roll-off trucks, um, if the valve body stuck on it or whatever, because they had most of them had live pumps on them or whatever. If the valve body would stick, you wouldn't necessarily know it unless you were looking out the rearview mirror and seeing, the box going up or whatever. And what happened is this guy he was not a front load driver, but he was a roll-off driver. But they sent him to go get a front load garbage truck because it was having hydraulic problems. And so he took out another truck to this driver. He was bringing this truck back, and he didn't know what the hydraulic problems were. The guy just told him, the thing's acting up. Well, the problem is the valve body was sticking, and it kept raising the box of the truck up, the bed, the garbage part. And the guy the driver had to keep bringing it back down. He said, I'm not going to drive this thing like this. Bring me out something else. Well, they didn't tell the other guy that. So he's driving down the road, and all of a sudden this thing starts picking up, and he didn't know it. And he comes up to a viaduct, hits a viaduct with this thing up in the air. And this is back before seatbelt laws. We didn't have to have the seatbelts. Anyways, it shot him up in the air into the window. And he come back and landed on the gear shifter. Now, I guess he landed on the gear shifter and it, like 16 or 18 inches of it. And this guy was, blood running out of his mouth and everything. And by the time the fire department got there, he was still alive and conscious. They had to take the jaws or something and cut the gear shifter off and take him to the hospital. The guy spent like 15 years recuperating from that because it just tore his entire insides up. And he never did go back to work. That's how bad that stuff is, So just be careful. So, how you doing, Brad? Welcome back. Big Steve, good morning. You came in and sit down on the couch, that's right. Hey, Hurricane Ivan was nothing to sneeze at, man. Oh. I don't know why they called it a guy, though. They could have called it Hurricane Irene. You know why they name them after girls most of the time, don't you? Because, naturally, they come in, get upset, they take all your crap when they leave. Or take half your crap when they leave. So. Yeah, a lot of people work on New Year's Eve, man. We don't work. I don't work. I'm retired. I'm retarded. I'm disabled, actually. So if I could work a job where I could do something, I would do it. But you know, that's the thing. I can only do so much for a few minutes, and then I have to stop. So it's not worth the aggravation, and nobody's going to put up. You know, even at Walmart, they wouldn't put you up with you as a greeter like that. I might be able to go to the Goodwill and work, maybe, but I'm thinking about that. So I got to do something. I'm tired of sitting here looking pretty. I need a job. Huh. Well, that was nice of her to get out, take her busy time, and go check on them. That's right. Welcome to Walmart. I'll get your shit and get out. Right. I don't have greeters no more. Here, well, they're not really a greeter. They're here to stop you when you walk out and the buzzer starts. They don't say hi to you or nothing. I think it's pretty nice. Walmart puts the bananas right there on the door, at the door on the way out, so you can grab a snack on the way out. That's pretty cool of them. Isn't that nice of them? Right there by the doorway as you're walking out. They got bananas, so you can grab a snack on the way out. Pretty nice. Have you guys seen the bananas they put out there? Hey. They must be for a snack because there's nowhere near the grocery aisle. Then you proceed. You know, you're supposed to stand over your head high up there and say, "Hello, Mr. Walmart greeter, Mrs. Walmart greeter. Don't worry about me. I'm going to get my shit and get out." So, yeah. What is this? Oh, that's a good thing that toll booth there was there to stop his head from going any further. Huh. Huh. And that's something. You guys got to check that out. Oklahoma, good morning. Nice to see you here. I bet he was sore, but it was a good thing. You know, it's a good thing he didn't hit that yellow pipe with his head. So. And evidently, he must have been the passenger because the driver was. Did you see the driver start walking this way at the very end of it? Yeah. And why in the hell would somebody be coming up to a toll booth and running like 70, 80 mile an hour? Remember that movie they made a few years ago about that uh, that car chase in California? And what it wasn't really a car chase. Some woman got in, took her car to a mechanic. They worked on it. She left the mechanics uh, in the garage, got out on the freeway, and went to get on the on ramp and gunned it. And when she did, uh, she had a catastrophic failure. The thing uh, stuck to the floor or whatever, accelerated, and the pedal, whatever, it accelerated and wouldn't let off. The brakes failed and wouldn't stop, wouldn't work. She's on the phone. This is when cell phones were first coming on. She was on the cell phone and trying to call, 911, and she's frantic. But they did a movie on it. I remember that, and it was a true story. And they had the cops. They shut down the freeway and everything else. They chased her and stayed by her, and all this other until she ran out of gas. But she ran for like 270 miles or something like that. She should have went to work for NASCAR because she was in excess of 100-mile-an-hour running. She tried that. It wouldn't work. Something in the computer took a dump. And that's what they were working on. And I don't know what happened, but something in the computer took a dump and it would not shut off. It wouldn't shut off. The brakes wouldn't work. Nothing. I think it was like in the 90s or 95, something like that, 99. If you remember, a few vehicles back then had computerized braking systems. I had a Plymouth van that had like 14 different solenoids for the braking system. And there was a Plymouth or a Dodge Caravan, whatever, I can't remember what the hell it was, but I had a brake problem with it, and they ended up putting all these new solenoids in it and diodes or whatever you want to call them, and it cost me like $700 just for the different diodes and solenoids and all this other stuff just to get it fixed. I can't remember if it was a Toyota or not, but I know it was a computer problem. And the car wouldn't shut off, the brakes wouldn't work. The computer shut everything down except for the engine and the transmission. And so nothing would work. The brakes wouldn't work, nothing. So, and then her phone got shut off, and the phone company shut her phone off for lack of payment or whatever. And so the police had to call the phone company and make them turn the phone back on. And I said, well, it could be an hour. And they said, no, you didn't take an hour to shut it off. You better get it turned back on until you talk to this woman. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was a pretty cool movie. And it was actually the truth. That's right. I hate computerized stuff, man. So I think I'm going to have to get me another cup of Java. Another cup of Java. I can get the cap off. There we go. Yeah, like 3 or 4 people died with that Toyota before they finally done it. They would, it ran over a few people. A lot of people come crashing into their garage doors and everything. They'd start up, boom, right through the garage, I remember that. I don't know if that was a Toyota or something else, but I remember she picked her car up from the garage because it needed work done on a computer or something. And somehow they shorted out the computer. Started up the car, but nothing worked after that. So let me go get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I was busy actually yesterday. I didn't know if you guys knew it or not, but I had so much of that chicken noodle soup left over, I canned it. So I'll show you. American cars won't run that long, so I messed up the power. I wouldn't doubt that. Good morning, good morning, Mr. Mock. You too, dog. Anyways, I canned my chicken soup yesterday. See? It turned out pretty good. Tell me what you think. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks better than the other guy that made that chicken soup for my wife. Mine turned out a lot better, didn't it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had some vanilla up there in the cupboard, vanilla flavoring for coffee. I seen that up there. I gotta do that. But Big C's probably sleeping again, so he didn't see it. So, but you guys, in all actuality, I got the machine to do this. I've got the canning machine downstairs to do this. The only thing is buying these. You may not think so, but these things are expensive. And a lot of times they won't let you buy 250 or 400 of them. You got to buy 10,000 of them. You know, that's a lot of cans. So. Well, but you do understand, you know, a lot of cars now, it's not it's nothing to see them with 150, 300,000 miles on them. People didn't drive back like that, you know, in 1970s and 60s and the 80s. You know, if you got a car with 100,000 miles on it, you got a car that was 8, 9 years old because nobody drove. Nobody drove 10,000 miles a year. Nobody drove, you know. Now people drive 20,000 miles a year and don't think anything of it. So. All right there, Brad, you have yourself a great breakfast. You know, with all this eating you do, it sure would be nice if you brought us breakfast one day, but who knew? You have a great one, Brad. Happy New Year to you, brother. Nice to see you. Right. Sharing is caring. You're right, Sandra. But you know, Mr. Mockhunder knows. He knows what I'm talking about. Back then, nobody put miles on a car. You didn't. You just didn't drive. You didn't go nowhere. You didn't go. Some people go to town 3, 4 times a day. Back then, you went to town maybe twice a week. So everybody stayed home. You didn't go to McDonald's every day. McDonald's was something you went to once a month. Well, that's nice of you, Brad, but you really don't have to. But I like mine over medium. Rye toast, heavily buttered. I don't care, sausage or bacon, mince, I don't care, whatever. And hash browns, grilled onions. Not that I'm picky. No. Yeah. You know, our car out here, we've had for 3.5 years, and I put 7,000 miles on it. So. Well, yeah, I understand that, Mr. Mock. The hell just happened here? Huh. I don't know. Something's going on. There we go. I want to pull that out. What we're talking about? Hey, Steve, I was telling them, and in fact, I showed them, I had so much of that chicken noodle soup left over the other day that I finally canned it yesterday. Tell me what you think. Doesn't that look good? Nom nom. We were talking about how older cars, the newer cars last longer than the older cars. But, yep. Well, see, now you know where Campbell, where they get it from. I made it with love and then canned it. Yeah, I did. She wasn't feeling good, so I took her in a bowl and I spoon fed it. Said, "Here you go, honey." Oh, another one's got to have breakfast and eat without us. And then these people have no sense of, I don't know what you want to call it. They have no respect for us. They don't want to feed us either. They just want to eat in front of us. Idea, but probably getting a sausage McMuffin at the drive-through window. Half of it has a lifetime. I'm out of the zone now. There you go. That's funny. And today I've got to clean the refrigerator out. So I got a bunch of leftovers from Christmas. I got to get those things done. Turkey, I got a couple of turkey legs. I'm going to debone all that. I didn't get it done yet. I'm going to get all that done, put it in a package, in a Ziploc bag, put that in the freezer. I got ham. I got to put in the freezer. So muffin at the window. There you go. A muffin. What are you doing? I'm having a nothing muffin. I want nothing in it, just a muffin. Well, good thing they let you borrow the car. I wouldn't doubt it. Now, our car hardly ever goes down any dirt roads. That's mainly doing city driving. I drive from here to the thrift store, here to the store, here to the a convenience store. We don't drive it nowhere. I spend more in gas money just idling the car, getting it warm to take off with, than we do driving. Grand Prix, I had one of them. I had a best car I ever liked or had. I had a 77 Nova, and I liked that. I had some GTOs, and I love those too. But the best car, the GTO was never bought. The best car I ever had that I bought was a 73 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Had the split grill in the front, and it had the grills. That's the thing. A lot of times you couldn't find the grill. They would bust it out or whatever, and you couldn't find them. And it was pretty cool. I get $400 for it. Run like a rape tape. Had a set of mag wheels on it, tires. Had shag carpeting in it. It was pretty cool, man. Oh. Now, the nicest car, besides this new one, that I ever owned was a 77 Ford. I'm trying to remember what they called it. It starts with a G. I can't remember the name of it. But it was a four-door. Okay. Thing had 31,000 miles on it. I bought it for $600. And I drove it for the longest time. Granada. Ford Granada four-door. I drove it, I don't know. I bought it for $600. I drove it for a couple of years, I believe. And I got hit in the back quarter, put a dent in it. Not a big one, but it put a dent in it. Anyways, I put it out front for sale after I drove it, and I had 1,500 on it, and I got $1,200 for it. It had like 65,000 miles on it or something like that. This was 20 years ago, man. I made out pretty good. Got to change the bushings in the front. Why is it wiped out? I'm thinking you're getting stroked on this deal there, Bobby. As much work as you got to put into that other pickup. That's right. Huh, that's pretty cool. Junkyard. 4,500 with 85,000 miles on it. It's probably the the no-name brand Rolls Royce or whatever. My mom and dad had a Cadillac, and you wouldn't know it was a Cadillac unless you looked at the emblems. But that's what it was. It was a Cadillac. It was the cheaper version of the Cadillac. So. Yeah, there you go. That's right. It's $2,000 in nice leather. There you go. Benkin. Good morning, Benkin on Money. It's doing good. It's doing good. How are you doing? How's the lovely Mrs. Benkin doing today? Hopefully she's doing great. Couple more days, you start your new job. See, I remember. You guys didn't hear it last night. It burnt the living hell out of me last night. So I had grease splatter. I had a pork chop slop. I was turning over pork chops. Had one fall off the pork, slapped the grease, and got me. You can see it's blistering up now. I got those 3 fingers. Got the thumb, and about, I don't know, how far is that? About 3 feet of my arm. That's 12 inches, isn't it? Yeah, about 3 feet. Yeah. So. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that again. From now on, it's tongs. Tong, da, tong, tong, tong. I said tongs, Bobby, not thongs. No, she was gone. My son, I yelled, and I'm underneath the cold water washing it. My son comes out and says, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, I just burnt the piss out of myself." So he called his mom. She wanted to see pictures. So he sent her pictures because she was at my daughter's, and she said, "You want me to come home and take you to the hospital?" I said, "No, I'm fine." I ended up, we just counted them. I got 26 burns. So it hurts a little, but you can see this one's starting to blister now. So, yeah. And so is the middle finger, and so is that right there starting to blister. Oh, I was. I'm glad I didn't fall down trying to get to the sink, because then it'd been really bad. I should have, oh my God, I should have done that. That was silly of me. Silly boo-boo. I better go to the sink and run some cold water on this and see if I can take the burn away. Okay. Well, looky there. That's what I said, junkyard. Yeah, get all the bed out. You get to go back to work Wednesday? Well, don't overdo it, Kevin, because it's not worth it. So I finished cooking dinner. I had to have my son grab the stuff out of the oven because I couldn't. The oven was so hot I couldn't reach my hand in the oven. I opened up the door and went to reach in there. Whoa, no way! I could feel it, immediately on the burn marks. I said, "Oh no!" So I had to have him come grab the pan out of the oven for me, because what I made was pork chops and pork steak smothered in mushroom gravy or mushroom soup, and then made gravy with it. And then I had some fried pork chops. Now I fried 5 of them, and there's like 10 or 12 that I put in the mushroom gravy. There's probably 6 or 7 left of those, and there's 2 of the other pork chops. So, I made rice to go with the mushroom gravy, so you put it over there. Green beans. I had applesauce. It was just a regular dinner yesterday. Yeah, Steve tried splashing egg on, grease on your acorns. Yeah. Well, if you're walking around the house naked and you're cooking, you bet you're almost correct there, junkyard. So, I did I went to Shell gas station one time, bought 2 cups of coffee. I put one in the coffee holder or cup holder, and I had one in my hand like this, and I'm driving. I had a Chevy Citation. I'm driving, headed to work. And I got it, or one, I can't remember which hand I had it in, but I had it in one hand, I'm driving with the other. All of a sudden, I felt the hottest thing you could ever feel in your entire life. The bottom of the cup actually melted, and this thing burnt me. It went right down the front of me. It got the boys, the manhood, and my belly. I had 3rd-degree burns. I'm not lying. I had 30. I was off work. I was on my way to work. I got to work, and I'm running. As when this thing happened, I jumped out of the moving car. I threw it in park, and it's going as it's stopping, and I'm out of the car, and I'm sitting there with my pants down around my ankles, trying to get this heat off of me, and I'm just screaming. I get to work, I hop in the shower, and I'm taking a shower with my clothes on. The boss comes in and says, "What's wrong with you?" I just burnt the living piss out of myself, He said, "What happened?" And I told him. He said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "No." I said, "Go out there to the car and look at the cup. It's still in there." And the bottom was completely gone in that cup. It melted it right out. Yep, the twins and their dad and everything got burnt. I was off work for 7 days. Not 7 week, a week. I was off work for 7 work days. I had to go to the doctors and everything else because this thing burnt the living hell out of me. I'd never been burnt that bad in my entire life. You guys know that, and that's not funny at all. I'm telling you, it hurt so bad. I couldn't walk. Had to have I couldn't put any clothes on. I went to the doctor's office in a pair of loose shorts, and this was wintertime. Loose shorts and a t-shirt, and shoes. Yep, shared the meat and 2 veggies. You're right, cooked oysters. You boys are all laughing about it. Yeah, you all think it's funny, but no, man, I'm telling you, it hurt really bad, and I had to go to the hospital, to the doctors. Wife called the doctor, and they said bring him in right away. They put some, they got me some cream and everything. They checked it, and I had 2nd and 3rd-degree burns. And that was bad. But like Junkyard was talking about being burnt by a welder. I welded one night for 8 hours at work. I was working for a factory, and I had a crack right up here on the welding helmet. And you may not think so, but that little crack blinded me. I couldn't see for 5 days. I ended up burning. I had blisters on both eyes. I had to pack them full of cream, put gauze bandages on them and everything. I couldn't see, couldn't do anything. And so I got back to work after the 5 days, walked right over, and there was my welding helmet. Grabbed it, threw it on the floor, started stomping on it. I had the forklift run it over and everything. They said, "What are you doing?" I said, "This shit isn't going to blind me again. You give me a brand new helmet." So, I went down to the parts room and, or whatever you want to call it, tool room or whatever, and they gave me a new helmet. I brought them what was left of the other one. It's wrinkled for her pleasure. That's right. I'd take that any day there, Big Steve, over being burnt. Yeah, they didn't have them automatic hoods back then, Junkyard. So, and what haven't I done to myself? Well, I've cut myself with a circular saw. I've smashed about every finger. I've almost amputated this finger completely off. I was just a kid when that happened. I cut this one so many times that the doctor said I cut it one more time, they were going to amputate it. This one right here, I smashed the end of it off when I was working for the trucking company down in Toledo. I worked all day until I got back in at night. And then I said, hey, I better go to the hospital and have the doctor and have it checked. I went to the doctor and they sewed it up, checked it. I broke the bone at the end of it. I said, it's a good thing you got here another half an hour or so and we wouldn't have been able to save it. We'd have had to cut it off. Or you'd have had to have it removed because, you only got like 7 to 10 hours before the flesh is, they can't save it no more. So. Yeah, I got bone spurs, new knee, new hip, need another new knee, need 2 new shoulders, arthritis. I'm just a lovely mess. So, but I did that so Kevin didn't have to work so hard. I did it to protect him. Oh, I bet, Gene, I bet. Oh. I've had my head split open, I don't know, 2 or 3 different times. I come walking into the shop one day and they said, man, are you okay? I said, I don't know, man. I knew where I was at, but I didn't know where I was at. I knew where I was at, but I didn't know what I was doing. You know how the arms are in a garbage truck, how they come up and dump? Well, I got out of the truck and I had them set like this and didn't realize it, had my hat, and I hit it so hard, I split my forehead wide open. I had blood running down both sides like this, and it literally knocked me for a loop. They actually took me, I didn't need stitches or anything, but I had a big goose egg right there, after it happened. But they took me to the doctors, and I had a slight concussion. I had to take the rest of the day off. So that's right. I was the accident waiting to happen. They didn't know I was coming. They didn't know I was there until I was there. Hey, hold on, boys. We got another one coming. Yeah, Kathy is lucky. You're right. Then I was in the hover around the wheelchair, had a piece of steel fall down, come down, slice my leg. They couldn't sew that up. I spent like 13 weeks going to the hospital every Monday to the wound care clinic in order to get that healed up. Yeah, the union don't want this. That's right. I'll do it. We're a month late. That's funny, dude, Gene. Light bill, gas bill, wife, and the girlfriend were all on my plate. Yeah. All right, Kevin, I love you too. I'll tell her. She's still sleeping. All of them are still sleeping, slackers. I was hoping somebody would get up and fix me some breakfast. Oh. That's terrible, Gene, when that happens, when the light bill, the gas bill, your girlfriend, and your wife are all late, a month late. I can't tell anything wrong with you, Kevin. I will be by the time they get done. I'm going to have, most likely, this is going to be a new shoulder on this side. This one's probably going to be a repair. I'm going to have a new knee. And then what's going on is I got to have a new knee done. Okay. So they're going to put in a new knee. And I'll be in a walker for, a couple of weeks, maybe. But anyways, they're going to have me walking, and up and out. After my knee heals, they're going to do the shoulder, and then they'll do this shoulder. And the reason why they're doing it this way is because I got 12 bone spurs. I got 7 in one foot and 5 in the other, and they're going to start working on those. And they're going to do 1 foot at a time, removing the bone spurs, and working in there, getting everything cleaned out or whatever. But they got to make sure my shoulders are strong enough to support my weight, so I don't put all my weight on my feet as I'm walking. So it's going to be, I'm going to have to probably endure this for 3 or 4 more years, because that's how long it's probably going to take to end up getting this all done. But if you guys actually knew how sore my feet were, I just, it hurts, literally hurts just to walk. And it's not, my new knee and hip is okay, but it just to put pressure on my feet. He does have a Corvette. And like George Jones sings, I stopped off at the Quick Stop for some beer and cigarettes. The old man, funny as he stared at my Corvette, he said, son, I used to have one like her, 1963, till the man down at the bank took her from me. That's right. Scuzz is going to be proud of them Browns this year. Why? Did they win a game? Please tell me the Browns won a game. Did they win a game? All right, Kevin, you have a great one, man. Take care. Enjoy the day. Happy New Year's. I think I'm going to can some bean soup. I'm not going to can the bean soup that I made. I'm going to eat that. I've got, I don't know, I got a couple of pounds of beans left, or a pound and a half of beans left. And I think I'm going to put like maybe a cup of beans in a jar, maybe a cup of ham, and a half a cup or a quarter cup of onions, and fill it up with some, I'm going to go to the Mexican store and buy some ham bouillon and make that up and fill the jars up, and then I'll can them. That way I've got bean soup whenever I want it. Maybe throw in a chunk of carrot. I've already had a hip and a knee done there, banking, and the knee, I hadn't walked in 4.5 years, and they put the knee in, and at 1:30 I was in my bed, and at 3:30, something like that, I was out of the bed, and with a walker, I walked to the bathroom. Doctor couldn't believe it. They said, get him a bedpan. I said, no, I'm not using no bedpan. I'm sorry. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And then I had a hip surgery, and the first day I had the hip surgery, they would not let me get out of bed. I didn't have to go to the bathroom, but they had a bag on me, whatever you want to call it. A urinal bag. I don't know how they call it, what they call it, but I had one of them on me. And so if I had to go take a tinkle, I didn't have to leave. I was cathetered. Okay, there you go. So, and then the next day, I said, hey, somebody grab this bag because we're going for a walk. And I walked about, I don't know, about 1,300 feet. Climbed up 3 flights of stairs. Come down, they couldn't believe it. So That's right. Better get them green peas and black-eyed peas are cooking. Or greens and black-eyed peas. That's right. Good morning, Bama Grits. You are looking lovely as ever. You're the sunshine that opens up the flowers to make the bees collect the nectar to make the honey. You're the hope in a little child's eyes. Good morning, Bama Grits. Nice to have you here. It's been a minute since Cuz. That's right. Yeah, it won't be that hard. I'll go through it. You know, the biggest thing they're worried about is just, you know, I always got to go in and have a heart check first, make sure my heart can take it. You know, but that's no big deal. I've been through a lot of pain, you know, and I still am in a lot of pain, and this is one way to get me pain free. I mean, I'll be pain free from that stuff, but I'm still always going to have the arthritis. So if I could get rid of some pain, I'd be better off. Good morning, Mr. Jixer. How are you doing? Are you just a looky-looing? I see you. You got 3-month-old purple hall peas. There you go. The pork and sauerkraut is on. Shotgun loaded. Bring on the new year. Marie's making pork and sauerkraut too. FFP, good morning. Nice to have you here, brother. Good to see you, Howie. Hopefully you're having a good new year. Now, the 4-year-old and the grandson, they went over to my daughter's house yesterday, and I spent the night there. If you guys are on Facebook and you see something I'm tagged in, it's Gretchen out there at the chicken coop. That little girl has no fear whatsoever. She loves chickens, loves turkeys and ducks. She went out there to see the turkeys, and she said, "Where did turkeys go?" Said, somebody left the gate open, and they all left. They might tell her, you know, that they're all in the freezer. So she said, "Oh, they walked away." He said, "Yeah, they walked away." I'm making a New Year's resolution to be a better man than I was today. It's sore. It's starting to blister up. There's one of them. There's a blister right there, and then I've got a small one right there. We counted them up. I got 26 burn marks on me. So, yeah, I can keep a secret. Go ahead, Steve. I won't tell a single soul. I tell you what, from now on, though, there, Mrs. Bama, I'm going to use tongs to flip them pork chops instead of a fork. I was making fried pork chops last night there, Howie, and I went to, flip one over, and I had it on, a regular meat fork, and I went to turn it over, and when I turned it over like this, it slipped off the fork, slapped the grease, and got my hand. Scuzz Twiddly is your alter ego. I have multiple disorder. Oh. So you and Scuzz are the same person, huh? Don't encourage them, Bama. Don't encourage them. I like them both too. Yeah. Big Steve's funny, but Scuzz Twitley's got the brains. So. No, we'll keep it a secret. I won't tell nobody. Trust me. They wouldn't believe me anyways. Bama, remember me telling you how I made chicken soup the other day? Well, I canned it yesterday. What do you think? Did it turn out good? Turned out pretty good, didn't it? I think it turned out excellent. Yeah, for personal reasons, there you go. Okay. You're just Howie. That's right. Happy New Year's to you too, Jeanette. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Well, yeah, I had the labels printed out. I do make a damn nice can of chicken noodle soup, don't I? Mm-hmm. I thought I was going to throw that in because Big Steve and his, chicken noodle soup he made for Kathy. So, in fact, the other day I had, about a quart of it left. So what I did is I poured it into a freezer bag and took all the air out of it and put it up in the freezer. So if I want soup, all I got to do is just set it in a bowl with it, thaw out a little bit, open up the bag, drop it out of there and warm it up. That's right. I saw them on the dark web. I probably could sell it. All right, Gene, you have yourself a great day, man. Take care, brother. Be careful. Thanks, John. I'm not a chef, but I'm a cook. The bean soup turned out excellent. So, like I said, I'm going to can bean soup, but I'm not going to can that because that would just be too mushy. It would, by the time I cooked it a second time for 90 minutes, it'd be too mushy. Thank you, Howie. I appreciate that. Best of the endeavors with you too on 2019. Well, thank you, FFP. I'm gonna put the bean soup on my Iron Dog channel, but I'm gonna put it on the playlist of the other channel. So. Megan's blog will be live in 30 minutes. I don't blame you, Junkyard. Yeah, right. Yeah, I wish I inspired to cook as good as you, John. I really do. You're a chef. I'm just a home cook. The gourmet food you make is nice. It does look good. I'd eat it. But I was talking about that the other day. I'm like more like a home cook. Biscuits and gravy, eggs and potatoes, sausage patties and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I'd eat the gourmet food too. I'd eat that high caliber food too. But I'm just I'm a country boy at heart, I guess. So. You'll be live in the afternoon. Okay, if I'm around, Howie, I will try to make it there. I know she wants stuff. She's got stuff for me to do. I don't know what she's got for me to do. I know I got to go to the store and get some stuff. So I don't know. But if I'm around, I will be there. You have a good one there, Howie. Take care, man. Yeah, hearty food is good, man. Like I said, I threw out my shoulder making that chicken noodle soup because it was so chunky. uh, uh, Stirring it. So, but that was some good stuff, man. And when I do this, that cooking channel, I plan on doing some other stuff, I'm going to do canning on it, how to make, I'm going to try to experiment on how to make cream soups, from scratch, some other stuff like that. Some cream this, cream that, basically your average dinner or whatever. So. You need a trolling motor? There you go. Yeah. I needed a trolling motor and boat oar and everything else. Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll get through the holidays without too much problems there, Bama. I really mean that. I hope. I know it's hard. I really do. I know it's really hard. So, and I can't say I know how you feel because I don't. So, and hopefully I never have to find out. So. I don't know. I don't know why you don't sleep well. Yeah, it can stir chops and mix it. You're right. You're right there, Junkyard. Some sour cream and onion chips. How does that look? That is sweet cranberry. Man, I'm telling you, you guys don't know what you're missing. Mm. That is pretty good stuff. I'm going to have to try that there. I love corned beef hash. In fact, I'd buy corned beef hash in a can because nobody else will eat it but me. So I wanted to show you guys how nice this looked. And yes, I'm having some wine for breakfast. It's red wine. It's good for the heart. I went to a store. I went to a restaurant one time, and I said, "Do you got any wine?" They said, "Well, what kind would you like? Red and white, red or white?" And I said, "That's the only two colors you got." They looked at me dumbfounded. I said, "Hell, boy, where I come from, we can get it in blue, purple, orange, red, white, clear. Yeah, there's 90 different colors we can get our wine in." Evidently, them guys have never heard of Boone's Farm. Yep, you wake up and go potty. You wake up and go potty. You're right. I understand that completely, Bama. I'll let loose of 5 gallons of liquid and only drink a quart in the middle of the night. So, and that's Jerry. Yeah. So, and Green Springs, smell that. Take a big whiff. That just absolutely smells good. Now, it's not really, really sweet. It is sweet, but it's not really sweet. And it's got a dry taste when it's done, but it's not bad. It's really good. I'd rather have a sweet wine, but this is the best of both of them. It's sweet, but it's dry at the same time. It's once it passes through the palate, you can feel it. It's but it's good. It doesn't leave that after the sweet taste in your mouth for lingering around. It's pretty good stuff, man. Oh, I like it too. But you'd love this too, Junkyard. I'm telling you, you would. Yeah, to chase your wine with whiskey. There you go. This, you would probably like this then. It's not really sweet. It is sweet, but it's not bad. I mean, I've had dry wine so damn dry that you gotta drink a glass of water afterwards because your mouth is so dry. This is not that way. Like I said, it cleanses your palate after it leaves. It doesn't leave an aftertaste or anything like that. It's pretty good. What's the brand? Are you talking to me what kind of brand of whiskey this is or wine this is? It's from the Poor Boy Old Winery. Poor Boy Winery. Get it? Winery. Winer. See, get it? Winery. You having a party for one? Well, if I could run, I would, John. I would. The Dog Winery. That's why I'm actually I got labels. Poor Boy Winery. I do. People laugh at the name. Man, that's pretty cool. Winery. You can be a wino and you can drink. Better check that. I like to check that spigot because I hate to see it drip. I got it dripped on the roll top the other day when I took some. That's a sticky situation to get cleaned up. Oh. It's not done though, I can tell that. But No, I'm not going to start my own distillery. No. Um, I just do it for a hobby. I was doing it because I couldn't hardly walk or anything, and I was doing it to give me something to do. But now I actually like when I do it. I'm going to make 6 gallons of an alcohol wash here shortly, uh, and when I make that, I'll be able to make orange creamsicle, black cherry, damn near any kind of wine you want, any flavor. I can make you root beer wine. I can make you creamsicle wine, um, red pop. I can make you grape wine. I can make you any kind of wine you want. Good morning, sweetheart.
Oh, it's afterwards.
Huh?
I haven't fulfilled the time that's not right.
Yeah, they're all still upstairs sleeping.
Oh, no, they're not. I thought somebody just come to the door.
Well, maybe they're up there running around. I can't hear them,
That's
but
why I jumped up.
uh,
Try to play outside this.
huh?
I know, Chevy.
Because I love you.
Yeah.
I have to check the spelling on it. I think that's hot winery. Tell you what, it's got some kick to it. You seen that little bit I drink? I'm already feeling it. My metabolism does it so quick that I can feel it in a matter of minutes. There you go. Get some corn, yeast, and sugar, and you can use my special copper alcohol making it. There you go. That's funny. That's right. Well, I tell you what, there, Jerry. If you want to get rid of that special copper alcohol making device, you let me know. I'm sure I can figure out how to use that copper alcohol making device. So. Bobby says, Kathy Miller, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Did you hear me?
No, I'm deaf.
Okay.
Sorry.
I didn't hear you if she said Junkyard needs one of them water distillers too. No, Bama. Wino. You get it? Wino? Winery? That's how we spell it. Winery.
Okay.
So. Yeah. Kathy used to make the labels up for me when I was bottling it. Huh? Good. Her writing's a lot better than mine. Oh yeah, we know how
What's happening?
the computer hackers are there, Jerry. Gotta watch Bobby. Can't trust him not a single second. No. Mm-mm. Mine woke up with an ass on this morning, but it looks the same as it. There you go. Yeah. You know, like they say, my wife has an ass on her this wide and 6 feet tall. Just happens to be me. Right. She can't take me nowhere. No. Well, I'm sorry, but I do it at night on Monday or Sunday night and Thursday night, so we can see each other then, Mrs. Benkin. I just got to take a break. Um, you know, this sounds different some ways. There you go. But she does look lovely as ever. Tell her I said it. That cute little smile of hers. The way she says, "Oh, dog." I bet that kind of, upsets you when she's saying, "There's dog, my favorite." Oh. Hi, Mrs. Benkin. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to see you. You just turn off your hearing aids. There you go. Yeah. She's rolling on the floor. Yeah. What, throwing a temper tantrum because she ain't gonna be able to see me on the weekends? You gotta hire a wino, that's right. To decorate my home. I feel more at ease, and you don't need to roam. You're gonna take out the dining room table, put a bar along that wall, and a neon sign that points the way to the bathroom down the hall. That's right. Instead of a family argument, we can have us a barroom brawl. Did David Fazell sing that, or is that? I thought Mac Davis sung that. I ain't for sure. Maybe it is David. I thought Mac Davis sung it. Yep, David Fazell. Okay. That's when music was music there, Junkyard. Good morning, Kim Fife. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Hi, Pam. Nice to see you. After the first of the year, I should start doing something, maybe the third or the fourth or whatever. I've already got like 50 videos out there on that cooking channel that are from my other one. I'm going to put this bean soup on there. I'm going to put, it's going to go on my Iron Dog channel too. But I'm going to post it on the cooking channel, so it can be on 2 different channels at one time. So, you know, if somebody doesn't see it on my Iron Dog, they can look on the other one. And then I'm going to do a live stream once a week, cooking something. You know, it's not going to be anything gourmet. Macaroni and cheese maybe one day, or goulash, baked goulash, chili mac, you know, stuff that people normally eat, you know, just regular hearty comfort food. So. Goulash, that's right. And there's different, you know, there's so many different variations of goulash. Our goulash is stewed tomatoes, tomato juice, hamburger, ground beef, onions, and elbow macaroni. Garlic powders for seasoning, you know, maybe a little bit of oregano or whatever. Depends if you want to make an Italian out of it or not. Salt and pepper. And then, you know, bread and butter. And what we do with ours is that, you know, we make a ton of it. And when we're done the next day, we put it in a baking pan, you know, smooth it all out, level it all out, cover it with mozzarella cheese, and then we have baked goulash the next day. But I'm thinking if I make it, and I'm going to make it, I'm going to make enough of it to where I can do 3 different meals with it. I'll make, you know, enough for goulash one night and enough for baked goulash the next day. But I will save a bunch of that elbow macaroni back or whatever and freeze it again. And then, when you know, in a few days after that, I'll make chili mac. And basically what chili mac is goulash, and then you add chili beans to it. People say, oh, that's gross. I ate it 3 times a day for 6 weeks when I was in the service. They get so much money to spend on you know, a food budget, every mess hall does. And this guy was saving every penny he could because he wanted to have a big cookout at the end of basic training. Now, a big cookout meant, you know, with lobster and everything else. So he saved every nickel he could. And we ate chili mac. You could have eggs in the morning or chili mac. You could have chili mac in the afternoon for lunch, or you could have eggs. At dinner, you could have eggs or chili mac. Well, I like eggs, but I can only eat eggs so many times before I get tired of them. But I ate chili mac like 3 times a day for 6 weeks. So. You want to try it in a slow cooker? It'll be good in a slow cooker. So, I made that lasagna in my oven in my little roasting pan. Basically, that's another, you know, that's a slow pot or a crock pot. You know, you can turn it on any temperature you want. But so, I just want to be a better human being. I want to be better to my wife and family. You know, sometimes I fall short. A lot of times I fall short. Put an egg on the top. There you go. Yeah. Yep. That was back in the 80s, man. We ate it. I'm telling you, you either ate it or you. And what it was is because it had protein in it. It had the beans from the chili. It had the hamburger. So you got it. You're basically everything you needed in one meal. So. And they, you know, they slapped it on with a great big old, you know, great big old spoonful. It wasn't like you got a little scoop of it. No, you got a whole tray full of that stuff. Because it's relatively cheap. Back then, you could get hamburger, I think, with 49 or 50 cents a pound or 60 cents a pound or something like that. And, you know, they bought it by the ton. And, you know, macaroni and tomatoes and stuff, that was all cheap, man. I'm gonna do it the way I do it. There's a different way my wife does it, but I like her way and I like my way. But I'll do the mac and cheese one day, and so cream peas or cream beef on toast. Now I'm gonna make something, and probably nobody will ever eat it. I know nobody will eat it here in this house. But when I was a kid, we used to eat cream peas and tuna over toast. My mom would make it for dinner maybe once every 3 or 4 months. She'd make her own sauce, put peas in it and tuna, and then you toast up a bunch of toast. You put a couple slices of toast or whatever on your plate. You break it all up or leave it whole, and you just ladle that over the top of it. A little salt and pepper. Man, it was excellent. Bean, greens, and cornbread the other 2 days. That's right. So. And I've got collard greens in there. One day I'm going to make a collard green mix like I make for myself. Nobody else eats it, but I do. It's collard greens and Polish kielbasa, fried potatoes, and green beans. You fry the Polish kielbasa first, so you get that grease in the pan. Dice up some potatoes, fry them in that pan, put a little bacon grease in there to get a little extra flavor. Take those out of the pan, fry the collard greens and the green beans together in the same pan until you get them just about done. Throw everything in it together, mix it all up, and put it on a plate. Man, that's living. All right, everybody, it is 9:29. I'm going to get out of here at 9:30. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry. Please, if you're going to do some drinking tonight, don't do any driving. I'd really like to see you back here tomorrow. And yeah, Big Yeast biscuits. That's great. Junkyard. But anyways, y'all take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now you're hungry. You guys have a happy new year. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless each and every one of you. Be safe.